Hey everybody, thank you for taking a second just to come and see what's going on in our student ministry this week. It's that week again. It's Love Loud week, and so if your kiddo's part of Love Loud, first of all, the kickoff was fantastic yesterday, and so when it comes to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just a couple of details for you to be aware of in case you haven't heard or your kiddo came home and didn't tell you. They have to be at Coral Hill by 8 in the morning, and they can be picked up at Coral Hill by 8 at night. Their lunch and their dinner will be taken care of, and they need to be in conversation with their team leader, which I do not know who their team leaders are. I can get that list, obviously, so if you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. But they need to be in conversation with their team leaders about what kind of supplies they need to bring, if anything, what they need to be planning for. And let's be honest, it's actually supposed to rain every day, or really Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, off and on, and so we would encourage students to be prepped and prepared for that. And their team leaders are supposed to be passing that along, but I definitely wanted to make you all aware of that. Now, with Love Loud going on, there is no formal student worship on Wednesday night. Neither is there adult or kids worship here on site Wednesday night. Now, we will have Love Loud services. They start around 6 o'clock. They're open to anybody and everybody that wants to come and be a part of that. But when it comes to formal Coral Hill services, we won't have anything Wednesday night. A little bit of an update about our Guys Night Out. We went to book the bays for Top Golf. We were planning on doing that on June 14th. All the bays are booked. So I talked with pretty much the majority of the ones that had indicated to me that they wanted to go. And we are going to shoot for the following Tuesday, the 21st, and hoping and praying that that works out better. And so we'll be keeping you guys updated. It'll be the same price. It'll be the same logistical information. I'll pass out the times once I have the bay reserved. But I can't do that until 2 weeks out. And so I'll be booking those early Tuesday morning, so that we can get a couple of bays together to be able to Top Golf together. There's a girls' night out June 23rd at Carrie's house. It's going to be just super low key, just hanging out outside together, singing songs, just having fun, And so we would encourage all of our ladies to be a part of that time at Carrie Fisher's house on June 23rd. June 22nd, we're going to be moving our student ministry worship from Coral Hill to Stephen Terry Webb's house. I've been in consult with her. The times look like they're going to be the same, but we're opening that up for students to be able to come and be a part of that, and they're going to provide snacks and drinks, but then they've also got a pool and gaga ball and things like that. And so we are going to make those things available to students, but I'm just giving you a heads up right now. When it comes to like swim attire, we as leadership are going to be setting that standard, and so I'll be sharing that with students, making you aware of that. They'll be just just for the sake of modesty, especially among our guys and our girls, there'll just be a standard there that we expect, and so I'm just making you aware that that'll be coming in the next few days, just so that students can be aware of that. And really, the last thing that I've got is if your kiddo is in the 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th grade. Going into any of those grades, during the month of June, we open up what we call DMI application season. Now, we have a group of students that commit every year to doing one-on-one investment with another person. And really what it is it's taking seriously for the next year what it means to disciple another person. What does it mean to make disciples? And so for the next year, that student would have an adult mentor. They would have what we call Timothy's, where it's individuals that they're investing into, and then obviously lost friends that they're trying to share the gospel with, growing in their own personal discipleship, things like that. And so it's just more of an intensive investment over the next year. And so over the month of June, we open up applications for students to be able to apply for that. And it's not like if they apply, there's a chance they might or might not get it. It's more or less for us to see kind of where they are, where their heart is. The application is pretty involved, and we do that intentionally. But then during the month of July, we do interviews, and that's more or less for me to get a feel for where's their heart, and I'm just going to be transparent. What's their schedule like? The longer that we do this thing, the more and more we deal with students who are just overly busy, and by the time they get to the end of their commitment, the overly busy schedule has taken over. And so we want to have just a real honest heart-to-heart with those students to say, okay, well, let's look at what you're currently invested in. What does the Lord want you to do? Because we want you to be faithful to the Lord, period. Like that's our heart's desire. So they can apply online at coralhillbaptist.com/events. And then that way they can get on there at their own pace, they can apply. But that's going on throughout the month of June. And that's open for any 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th grader. Now, if you have a 7th or 8th grade child that's like, man, I really would like to be a part of something like that, reach out to me because we handle that a little bit differently. There is a maturity issue that comes into play when it comes to being able to handle the requirements and things like that. We've just learned that through experience, but we don't want to limit that experience because they're not in 9th grade. So we can adjust that and tweak that. But other than that, that's all I've got. Hope you guys have a great week in the Lord. Pray for us as we do Love Loud this week. Pray that the Lord would strengthen relationships and bring people to Christ, that we would serve our community with the love of Christ, and that ultimately we would reflect the church. So we appreciate you all. Hope you guys are doing well, and we'll see you guys soon. God bless.